That was Love Is Not Blind by Jake Rage and the Eyelashes. Let's keep the music playing here on K-Love, your station for timeless songs. Hey everyone, I'm Haley. And look at me. I am a radio disc jockey! Though, technically we don't use discs anymore. So, I'm more of a digital file jockey because we use digital files. So I'm more like a DJ, but with an F, like a dift. Yeah. My cousin Suzanne runs the station, and they had an opening. So I was like, I've never been a disc jockey before. I'd be perfect for this job. So here I am. All I have to do is, pick out a few songs and push a few buttons and talk about LUV. But only I can spell love that way. You should spell love LOVE, like normal. Love is choosing to treat others the way you want to be treated. So it's not all about the mushy kissy stuff. Mwah! No! Love can be for friends and family and people you barely know, and even your enemies, if you've got any. Love is for everyone, every day. Here, I will show you. So I've come up with some playlists for my friends to show them I love them, like my friend Erica. Erica loves technology and computers and stuff, so these songs would make her get up and dance. Like that. My friend Tyson had a rough week, so I made him this playlist to cheer him up. He may have started out on a bad day, but by the end of this playlist, he'll be walking on sunshine. Which, now that I think about it, would be a very dangerous thing to do. Don't do that. Do not walk on the sun. And now you know. I've got playlists for my aunts and my uncles and the couple I met at the gym and the people that work at the store that I shop at and the neighbors that just moved across the hall from me. I've got so much love to give. And you do too. But you'll need to watch today's Bible story to understand why. Oh, song's ending. Got a job to do here. See you in a few. That was Love Means Nothing in Tennis, but Means Everything to You and Me by Steph and Andy. You are listening to K-Love. Hope you like this next one.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of John, chapter 15, verses 12 and 13.
Every Sunday afternoon, Anthony met up with Josh and Rihanna and a few of the other neighborhood kids to play basketball in the park across the street.
He shoots! He scores! Oops.
Ooh, Rick. Hey, don't worry, man. You'll get the next one.
Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah! Whoa! One Sunday afternoon, Anthony was lacing up his basketball shoes, as usual.
Going to the park, Mom!
Hold it. Come here a sec.
Anthony headed into the kitchen to discover Mom pulling a large casserole out of the oven.
Anthony, I know you want to play ball, but I'd really like you to come visit Great-Grandma Ray with me.
But we just saw her like last week.
Great-Grandma Ray had lived in the next state over until 2 weeks ago when Anthony and his family helped her move into a retirement community nearby.
Great-Grandma can't get out by herself, so I want to make sure we visit at least once a week.
That place smells like cabbage, and it's all old people.
Some of them have lived very adventurous lives, your great-grandma included.
Can't you just go alone?
Anthony?
Or pick another day?
Sunday works best.
Not for me. I can stay here and hang out in the park. I'll be fine.
Anthony, this is your great-grandmother. She's family. I know it's not what you want to do Sunday afternoon, but I need you to come.
Anthony glared at his mom.
Yes, ma'am.
Anthony could tell he had pushed it right to the edge, but Mom just sighed.
I want to get this shepherd's pie to Great-Grandma's while it's still warm.
The retirement home was just as depressing as Anthony had remembered. and Great Grandma Ray's apartment was just one cluttered room.
Real glad you've come, Anthony. Would you like a licorice all sort?
Great Grandma Ray held out a glass dish of gluey candy. Anthony tried not to wrinkle his nose in disgust.
Thanks, but no.
How's school? Now, Patricia says you're in the 6th grade.
It's fine.
You play Scrabble like your mom? We could all play a game.
You know, I've got school stuff I should work on.
Anthony waved his tablet and avoided his mother's eyes.
Oh, well, why don't you make yourself comfy over there in the recliner?
So Anthony escaped to the corner. Instead of schoolwork, though, he immersed himself in Dragon World while Great Grandma and Mom played Scrabble. On the way home, Mom gave Anthony a sidewise glance.
You'd make Great Grandma's day if you'd spend a little time talking to her.
I went, okay?
Over the next few weeks, Anthony grumbled every Sunday afternoon he had to visit Great Grandma. One Sunday morning, though, Mom woke up with a stomach bug, and they couldn't even make it to church.
Should I open a can of soup?
It's fine. Just let me sleep a while.
Though he was bummed about missing his small group at church and about Mom being sick, Anthony was excited that he'd be able to go to the park this afternoon instead of the retirement home.
Hey man, where you been?
Mom's got me visiting my great-grandma every Sunday.
That's cool.
What?
Having family here. My grandma's on the other side of the country.
Oh, well, yeah.
Anthony had a blast playing ball with all his friends. Short time later, as he was heading home, his small group leader from church sent him a text.
Missed you today. Check the app to see what we talked about.
Curious, Anthony clicked over to find the verses.
John 15. Love one another just as I have loved you. No one has greater love than the one who gives their life for their friends. Give my life? That's intense.
But the more Anthony thought about it, he realized that his life was his minute by minute, his days, his time.
So, love is really about giving up my time for someone else.
Those words stuck with Anthony all week. The next Sunday afternoon, he walked into the kitchen to find his mom taking a big pan of enchiladas out of the oven.
Is that for Great Grandma Ray?
Look, I know you don't like going, but...
Want me to carry the pan out to the car? And I thought we could stop and get Great Grandma some good candy instead of that licorice stuff.
Mom smiled, surprised.
Sure, sounds like a plan.
When they reached Great Grandma Ray's, Anthony gave her a big hug.
Hey, Great Grandma Ray!
I put an extra cushion on the recliner for you.
Oh, thanks, but I thought I'd play Scrabble with you and Mom?
Don't expect me to let you win.
Anthony showed her his tablet and clicked on the Scrabble app.
Hey, I've been practicing. If you want, we can download it on your phone and play during the week, too.
To his surprise, Anthony discovered that playing Scrabble with Great Grandma Ray was actually kind of fun. And when they were done, he showed her how to set up a group text with all the great-grandkids. On the way home, Mom looked over.
Anthony, thank you. That meant a lot.
Great Grandma Ray's cool. Oh, she wants to know what LOL means. Oh, and goat, when it's not an animal.
Now, Anthony knew he would still much rather play basketball on Sunday afternoons, but still, it was awesome for him to know that he could show love to Great Grandma Ray by giving up just a little bit of his time.
That was Is This Love or Something I Ate by the Peptides. More music to come after the break here on K-Love. Showing love is important. Most people believe that. But why should you show love? Is it because people love you? Is it because God said you're supposed to? Sure, those are all good reasons. But here's another. Since God made people at the very beginning, they've wanted to know how to live. So through Moses, God gave people his laws. People tried for hundreds of years to follow all of God's commands, but they just couldn't measure up. That's where Jesus comes in. Jesus said, "Here is my command. Love one another just as I have loved you. No one has greater love than the one who gives their life for their friends. And those weren't just words Jesus was saying. He really did give his life for his friends and the whole world when he died on the cross for our sins. Oh, and he rose from the dead 3 days later, which makes me want to get up and dance. Here's why we should love others. Not just because it's the law, but because Jesus loves you so much. When you're good, bad, happy, angry, lonely, frustrated, goofy, whatever, he loves you no matter what. And you've got so much love to give. And while you may not be asked to give your life for a friend, you may get to choose whether or not you give your time, your energy, your talent, or your stuff to show someone you love them. The one thing to remember today is this: love others because Jesus loves you. Think of ways you can love somebody today. You can make them a playlist of their favorite songs. Like this one for our postal worker Barney. Anyway, I've gotta go. Love you all. Welcome back to K-Love, spreading music to the whole world, or just part of the world that still listens to the radio. Hi, Mom and Dad.